Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. We are finally about to leave 2020. And as long as this year felt like it dragged, it also kind of seemed like it flew by. There was a lot of craziness, a lot of terrible things, a lot of great things, and it's been, just a very wild ride. I am glad to see it ending, but I did want to just share a couple things that have happened, or changed for me this year, that I am grateful for. Because again, as much as 2020 sucked, I feel that it was a much needed pause in my life, and that I felt like I grew from. The first thing that I learned this year is that I need to make more time for me. I am a huge people pleaser. I always try to make sure things are going right for everyone, sometimes neglecting myself. That's been a big thing for me ever since I was a little kid. And it's something that I've realized and that I had to stop. I've done it in past relationships, friendships, helping people who didn't need the help, who shouldn't have gotten the help, people who have used me, and people who I'm still trying to fix things from today because of my niceness, And so I've learned that I need to stop, especially because a lot of those people and a lot of other people don't do those things for me. And it's not necessarily being selfish, but I do need to take care of myself. I need to have that almost selfish moment, if you would, in my life, and do the things that I need in order for my life to go in a way that is best for me. I also started going to therapy again this year, which has been great. I actually started right before everything was shut down, so I was able to have some face-to-face sessions. But since then, of course, it's been over the phone every week, but it still has been great. It is probably one of the best parts of my week. It's been very helpful in my growth as a person, but also keeping my sanity during this crazy time and figuring things out. So I've thoroughly enjoyed my therapy, and I will definitely be continuing that this year. Third thing I've learned, and that was also learned through therapy, is that I am not going to continue giving my energy to everyone who shouldn't have it. I guess that's the best way to put it. If you are one of those people who tell me, that we haven't talked in a while or I haven't called you, just remember the phone works both ways. Oh, I haven't heard from you, da 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 da. Same. My phone receives incoming calls just like it does outgoing calls, But even besides that, just being around people, I felt like not having certain people in my space or energy has really helped me to refuel, if you know what I mean. Because some people are draining, some people take a lot, and it just, they weigh on you. And me being separated from so many people, it's been great for me. I feel like I've been able to refuel my tank. I've been able to get my mind going back the way that it should be. And, it's been a very good experience not giving all my energy to people who shouldn't have it. But for those people who do, and who I do want to share my time and energy with, I cannot wait until the world is back open and normal so that we can be around each other. I definitely miss those interactions with people, but this time again has let me see who I should not be giving my energy or time to. Another big thing is that I need to make sure that I have myself set up fully the way that I want financially. I hate unemployment. Unemployment has been the worst and most draining part of this year, It's crazy because I know so many people who I've seen not do the correct things that they should be doing with their unemployment. And some people who shouldn't even have unemployment, who go and buy things from these luxury stores or spending it on people and things that they shouldn't be, and people who just don't need money, and half of them who are still working, their regular jobs during all this time, qualifying for all kind of extra money. And then myself and people who I know in the same boat as me, struggling to first get what we should be paid, period. And then also, it still not being able to pay everything you pay. It should be paid. You know, I've talked about it in previous videos how basically the system screwed me over and I was getting $98 a week, which is nothing. They finally fixed it to give me my $330 a week, but that still is hit and miss because it'll go back to the 98 and mess up. Some weeks they didn't pay me at all. Some weeks they tried to catch the payments up. Some weeks they were just, it's just, and I'm still working it out and dealing with it. And even when they do give me that $330, again, that's still not that much money compared to what I was making, you know? So that little bit helps me to pay certain bills. So I'm grateful that it comes, but it's just such a headache, like I said, to even try to make it come if it comes. So something that I plan on doing, what I've already done, you know, is I've put certain things into place to start building a more stable and different income starting in 2021. And I have a lot of ventures that are coming with that. So I'm gonna be excited to share those later on. So those will be great. So look out for that when I talk about that later. But I'm definitely putting myself in a position to where if this ever happened again, hopefully it doesn't, knock on wood. But if it was a situation like this, I would not need to worry about unemployment or anything of the likes. I want to be able to, you know, have enough money to help other people out as well. I want to know that if I have family or friends, you know, who have been there for me, because I'm not just throwing money out, but people who have, you know, been there and I know that they need that assistance, I want to be able to assist them in their times of need. I also, one of the biggest things that I always say and I talk about and I tell Wyatt whenever I see, you know, homeless people or people who might not be homeless, but they're still asking for help because they're struggling with families and things like that. I want to be able to assist them. I want to be able to give that guy with the sign $1 every time I see him passing by on the highway. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to just help whenever I can. Something else that I've learned this year, especially being able to spend so much time with myself or with this little crazy girl here who's laid out. And with Wyatt, you know, but doing things that make me happy. Again, not caring about what others think about it first, but just going with my gut feeling and what benefit it will bring to my life. Because again, you know, me being a people pleaser, others, I always take their thoughts and feelings into consideration before I do almost anything. And that has stifled a lot of things that I've done in my life. That has slowed me down with my modeling in the past. That has slowed me down with moving out of the country in the past. That has slowed me down with lots of different things that I've wanted to do that would have probably had me in a position that I want to be in today more so. But because I was, you know, not wanting to disappoint someone or make someone feel a certain way or whatever, you know, I didn't do it. And that is something that has to stop. So again, as of 2021, DeAndre is on his demon time and he is going to make things happen. It's about him. You know, I'm still going to be a caring person. I'm still going to be compassionate, but I am putting DeAndre in the focus. I'm not putting everyone else in the focus. You know, I'm putting myself and then the people who are in my immediate life, you know, such as Wyatt, such as Egypt, you know, and then those friends and family who I will be around once we can be around people again, you know, definitely have those people's, you know, opinions and thoughts and things considered. But as for like a whole, DeAndre gotta do what DeAndre has to do, you know? And again, 2020 has taught me that, going to therapy has taught me that, and I'm excited to make those changes. And one of the biggest things that I am leaving 2020 with is the person who I know that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and that I know makes me feel like the DeAndre that I want to be and the DeAndre that I can always be. I don't feel that I need to change with this person. I don't feel that I have to sugarcoat myself or be someone else or have to think about, well, how are they going to feel about this? Or what are they going to say about this? And blah, blah, blah. How I've had to feel a lot with, you know, different family members in the past, different relationships in the past. None of that. I can be unapologetically DeAndre, and I love it. And I love him for allowing me to feel that way, which is why I am excited to say that I am, in fact, engaged to Wyatt. I did not want to end 2020 without having that because we don't know what tomorrow's going to be. You know, I've had so many friends and family members who have gotten sick and passed away this year. I have a friend right now battling for her life because of other circumstances that have happened this year. So you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. So again, me living for me taking control of my life and me living my life to the fullest. I know that that's something that I wanted to do. And that's something that I know I want to have in my life. So I am happy to say that I am in fact engaged to Wyatt, and that I don't know when a wedding's happening. So you can't ask me no day, nothing like that. It'll be sometime in the future, not tomorrow, not during COVID, not during any of that stuff, but it'll happen one day. But I am engaged. I am happy. I am living the life that I want. 2020 has sucked in a lot of ways, but has also been very good in a lot of ways. And I am excited to see the new DeAndre that has come out on the other side of this. I hope that you guys are living your best lives as well. I hope that during all of the drama and troubles 2020 has caused, I hope that there has also been some positive things for you. Thank you guys for checking me out. Thank you guys for sticking around during this time for me and my transition and my growth. I love you all. I cannot wait to catch you up on other things in my life, keep you more involved, and do the things that I want to do. You know, for the people who are happy for me and happy for my changes, thank you. For the people who are not, don't care anymore. But I do wish you all well, love you all, and I will talk to you in the next video. Goodbye.